Welcome to the Foundations of Paid Search. I'm Brad Geddes, the author of Advanced Google Adwords and the PPC Faculty Chair for Market Motive. In this video, we're going to explain what is PPC, often known as pay-per-click, paid search, or even SEM for search engine marketing. So PPC is really the act of buying traffic on search engines such as Bing or Google, Ask.com, Yahoo, so forth. And for a lot of companies, this is their primary metric for new customer acquisition. If you've ever done a search before on Google or Bing, you've seen ads or sponsored results at the top of the pages. These are the ads we're talking about, the search ads. These are often the very first parts of a search engine result page that a user sees when conducting a search. Now, often advertisers want to know how big a channel really is and how much traffic can they get from any advertising medium. When we look at search encompasses a little more than 6 billion search queries every single day. The largest search engines are Bing, Yahoo, and Google. And the goal then is to take some of these search queries when they're relevant to your business and bring traffic to your website so you can get customers. Your ads can also be shown across the display network. Now, the display network are other sites that show ads on them that have partnered with Google or Bing to display advertisements. So this is commonly news sites. It may be things, even social sites such as Facebook. And these sites then are places that you can show your ads on them that aren't search, but are more akin to banner type ads you've seen. Now, these may be text ads, there may be images, there might even be video ads. And you can choose to have them displayed based upon words, user interests, contextual targeting methods, and even things such as remarketing, which is where someone does a particular behavior on your website already, and then you show ads back across this network to them. So for instance, you might be looking at vacation getaway packages, and then you're thinking about it, considering it, but then you leave the site. And say, okay, now you're over here reading about a new computer, something totally different on a different website. But because you did specific actions on their site, they might show you ads then on this third-party site about getaway packages. And so when you look across the display network, there's a lot of different, very specific ways you can reach users that are not quite search. Search is a very relevant base industry. But it comes pretty close to search when you combine all the options. And so by looking at both search and display across paid search, you can be incredibly specific of when you want a user to see your ad, where they're based, and then what conditions are involved that make an ad display to any one user. Now, paid search is an auction-based system. So every time a search happens, then an auction's run to decide where your ads will be displayed. Now, paid search is called paid search because you do pay for the traffic. However, you only pay for traffic that comes to your website. So it's free to have your ad displayed. You only pay when you get traffic from a search engine to your website. There's a lot of targeting capabilities then you can use to make sure you're only putting your message in front of relevant users. So one is geography. You can have your ad shown in a specific city, an entire metro, a state, or even multiple countries. You can pick what times of day or days of the week you want your ads displayed. You can choose to have different ads on mobile devices than on desktop devices. Then you can even pick individual websites or ad slots where you want your ads displayed. So there's a lot of targeting capabilities you can utilize to make sure only relevant users are seeing your ads. So when we sort of look at how search ads work with various business types, in an e-commerce environment, you often see the ads are focused more on pricing, on shipping. That's what users in an e-commerce experience are looking for when they're trying to buy products online. We examine an industry like lead generation. Often your focus from your ad standpoint is direct response advertising or getting an actual lead from each individual click. So often you'll see the description line too, the bottom part of an ad, is really focused on calls to action. Call us for a free consultation. Fill out a form to get quotes for your business. In local businesses, often your ads are focused on your locality, the fact you're local, and that users can easily get to your business. And you can even do things with search ads, such as put your phone number directly into the ad so users can call you from a search result or on a mobile phone, start the conversion process without even leaving a search result page. And there's a lot of different ways you can choose to use paid search to advertise. Informational queries are great to reach users higher in the buying funnel. And so with paid search, depending on your business type, there's a lot of different ways which you'll approach this medium of advertising. So when we look at the overall PPC process, it first starts by you choosing keywords. And then you'll write ads for those words. And next, you'll set bids, how much you're willing to pay for any one click. Then what happens, someone does a search, your ad gets displayed. Now, only if a user clicks on the ad then do you pay the engine, and then you get traffic to your site. Then paid search is wonderful because it's so measurable. So then you can measure your revenue and actual conversions from paid search and use that to decide how you want to use your keywords and targeting options, and then to also set your bids. And so paid search can be used a lot of different ways. One way is direct response, where your goal is to acquire a customer from every single ad click. That's a common advertising method. You might use it for branding purposes, where you want to increase your visibility and awareness for your company. Many studies have shown that when ads are commonly in the top results for words, they increase unaided and aided brand awareness for a company. So when we think of kind of use cases for different company types, we have online retailers. So they may use a search engine for direct response, then they might use display advertising to increase the brand of their business. You have local businesses. They use online advertising to target a local populace and to make sure people in those areas can find them, call their company, and then get users from that. You have often larger businesses. They might use it just for brand awareness throughout the search and display network. You might even have maybe a news site, and you've just created a mobile version of your news site using paid search to make sure people can find you on mobile devices and increase your awareness. So a lot of different use cases of why you'd want to use paid search for your business. Now, before you really start though, you should understand, what does your company or division do? So do you have different product lines? What are your product lines? Do each of these product lines have different goals to them? Who's your primary audience? Who's your target market for your products and services? Do you need to reach different audiences with different sets of ads or keywords? What are you trying to sell or promote? What do you want people to do from your ads on your website? Do you want them to buy something, watch a video, download a white paper, subscribe to your emails? And then what results would you like to see? What would you consider a successful advertising campaign? So by first understanding these basics of your business, then as you look through all the paid search options that we're going to go through throughout this video series, you can see which ones are most appropriate or how you might use them differently than others based upon your business metrics. Now, one of the real advantages of paid search, though, is the inventory sources. You can show up on search results, YouTube, Gmail, Bing Maps or Google Maps, and across 2+ million other websites. You can also choose where in the buying funnel you want to reach users. So you might want to increase the number of people who are aware of your company and their interest level in your products. You might want to just reach users who are in that consideration phase. Of course, if you're direct response, you just want to reach people in the buy phase. And if your focus is on lifetime visitor values, you can use other techniques such as remarketing to increase lifetime visitor values. So when you look at your business and you look at the whole buying funnel, you can use paid search to direct users based upon where they are in that buying funnel and what your goals are for advertising. With paid search, we have the 3 R's: reach, relevance, return on investment, which make this a level playing field for businesses of any size. With reach, you might be a small business targeting to just a few zip codes. You might be an international business who's targeting multiple countries. We have relevance. People are already looking for you. They're typing in keywords. So ads and your website offers are highly relevant to users. And of course, because it's so measurable, you can make sure that you are getting good returns from your paid search. So it doesn't matter if you're a small business, a mid-sized business, an enterprise company, if you're involved in direct response or branding, paid search has options which can help you reach those goals and play with big companies or small companies regardless of your resource capabilities. So some important things to remember. From a reach standpoint, you're advertising on search results, which are more than 6 billion queries per day. You can advertise across the display network, which is more than 1 trillion impressions a month. You can show your ads across multiple devices and even have different ads shown on mobile devices versus desktops. You can pick exactly where in the entire world your ads are really going to show up. Now, relevance is another important measurement here. You can choose words that describe your business. So you can pick exactly when an ad is shown. And so only when someone's looking for you, they're warm leads, they're looking for you, will your ads be displayed. Now, PPC is an auction-based system, so you're going to set bids for what you're willing to pay for a click. Now, you do only pay when someone comes to your site. So by using analytics, and it's a basic math, you can make sure that you're setting bids so that as you get clicks and people to your site, that you're getting enough customers that it's profitable for you to use paid search as a channel to increase how many customers you're getting from your search marketing efforts.